This is the motorcycle chase, which is based on The Last Crusade, one of only a few LEGO sets actually based on that movie. This set was apparently listed at $10 USD back in the day, so I can't really imagine that this was more than maybe $20 here, 2008 in NZ. Importantly, this set featured a very easy way to get Henry Jones Sr. The overview is Indy and his dad, along with a motorbike and a sidecar that can detach. You have an enemy soldier on his own bike, you have a small gate build, some boxes, and a little flag. When I was rebuilding some of my older sets over lockdown in 2020, this was one of the first ones that I found the parts for actually, because this sidecar has always eluded me. It is the classic motorbike build with a bunch of parts that attach onto the bike itself to build a sidecar. I can't quite explain it, but when LEGO bricks attach onto an already established mold to make something grander or to make something new, I fall in love with it immediately. You can check out my Fight on the Flying Wing review as well for the same sort of praise. It's held together by just a Technic rod at the bottom here. The sidecar features a slot for Indy's whip, and there's also a backpack piece here as well, which I think is just decoration. Neither of the two use a backpack in the movie. The sidecar has its own wheel to support its weight when connected to the bike, and it's just overall a really nice simple build. I don't know if LEGO would do it like this nowadays. There is a flag that's included which is actually accurate. Indiana Jones picks up this flag on the side of the road and he uses it to practice his jousting technique. There are two crates included, which I think are just here for funsies. Indy can maybe crash through them for some added drama and suspense in the chase. There's nothing that's featured inside these though. The soldier has his own bike, which is the exact same one as Indy's, so there's nothing much for me to say here. He looks cool, and he fits in quite nicely with the other military figures that are released across the sets. And then we have this small little gate which features an out-of-date window piece, and it's basically a little shack. It's okay actually. It's not too substantial, and also the guard on the bike I assume is supposed to be one of the ones that's chasing the duo, so not the one that's manning the gate. It does reflect the scene accurately though, so that's good. Now Indiana Jones is the exact same figure released in all three sets that I've talked about on this channel. He has a cool hat piece and a rubber material that is used for his bag and his whip. The whip can then be used to stretch out and attach onto other LEGO objects, and both are still used even to this day. This Indy also includes a revolver which is quite prominent throughout most of the Indiana Jones sets, but it's usually the enemies who have guns, not Indy. I love him, he's one of my all-time favourite figures. This is Henry Jones Sr., who features a unique face and torso print that represent the theme quite well. His torso has quite a lot going on, like his diary is visible here at the front. He has so much going on that they decided to minimize it for the brand new figure in 2023. He features no leg printing though, which is tragic. He uses that LEGO pith helmet piece. It doesn't really look like that specific helmet to me, but I do feel nostalgic towards it. His coloring here is actually exclusive. It was reused in the remake of this character in this year. I've been replaying the LEGO games recently, and I was shocked to discover that TT actually had a special mold that looked perfect for Henry Jones Sr. So why haven't LEGO just made that? The helmet that he wears in these LEGO sets is incredibly inaccurate to the fedora-styled English walking hat that he wears in the movie, so I would love it if we could get a piece like this later on in the future. He also includes a matte piece that is used to mark the treasure. Apparently it may or may not lead to the Holy Grail. This is our undisclosed soldier of the 1930s-40s era of Germany. His garbs are coloured differently so to not cause any confusion. I really love the military figures used in these sets. I love the garbs so much because they are very useful for mock building, so I'm totally fine with that. He's pretty much the exact same figure that I've talked about in the Flying Wing set, and I don't think this was the only time that this type of a figure was released in an Indiana Jones set either. He has a revolver and a pretty cool bike helmet, and I like the fact that we did get a few of these. Some expression variety would have been appreciated though. The instructions are that really cool older style of LEGO instructions, meaning that they have a theme. This one has colours that resemble old maps. The back features advertisements on a 2-page spread, and these sets just look great. Race for the Stolen Treasure, Lost Tomb, Temple Escape, and as we've just seen, Motorcycle Chase. So this must have been a mass printed ad across all sets. There's also an ad here for LEGO Club as well as an ad for the video game. We used to be a country. Well, that's my look at one of the smaller but appreciated LEGO Indiana Jones set. It is a set that I hold quite near and dear to me. It was at the time the only LEGO Indiana Jones set that I had, so I've always had a love for this. Thank you for watching. Liking and subscribing helps to support this channel. We'll see you in the next video.